Yo.
Yo.
Welcome back to the Mark Our Words podcast, the official podcast of YouTube. What's good with you, Chen?
Not much, man. I'm going to move this real quick.
You can move it.
Life is good, man. Life is beautiful. Life is interesting, man.
Okay. What's interesting about life? You always say life is beautiful. Is that your new saying?
Man.
Because back in the day, your saying was it's life. And that was usually...
That was wild.
That was like in a completely opposite of what you mean by life is beautiful.
It was just life is life, you know? Like, it is what it is. Life is life. You know?
Okay.
But now I'm having a more positive approach to it. It's not just life. It's also beautiful.
That's true. Matter of fact, I need to work on my positivity. I'm way better than I was.
I think so.
Even 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think
Even 2 years ago. Like, I used to always think, I thought of thinking fairly mean or thinking objective mean only thinking of the negative. Like, what if it don't work? You know what I mean? But what if it does, though?
Yeah.
And because I'm so prepared or I'm so whatever, obsessed with not working, preparing for something that doesn't work, then all of a sudden, when it does work, I don't know how to handle it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Oh, yeah, that happens all the time. Like
What? When does that happen?
Like, for example, some people would tell you, some people would try to down talk you off of, like, let's say if you're like in a relationship, a long-term relationship,
okay,
and you bring up marriage,
yeah,
they try to bring up everything negative
about
marriage. I'm just using something that's like that everybody can that everybody can understand.
Or kids.
You know, kids ruin you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Nobody says, "Boy, get married, boy," because inflation's crazy. You know. Nobody says, like, you know, get married because that's half the expenses you got to pay. It's always so that's why I'm like, whatever I'm doing, I'm thinking, like, you know, like even with this podcast, like I'm thinking, yo, it's gonna work. You know, I'm not thinking, what if I invest all this time in this equipment and it don't work? Because then I start preparing. I'm just gonna let you get your mic together.
I don't know.
I'll just say it. The slower.
I was trying to do something different.
I'll just say it. The slower you go.
I was trying to sit up. My back was hurting. I was like, let me lean back. All right, but go
I'm
ahead.
basically saying
My fault.
I'll just say it like a lot of people like to think of whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Of, you know, I don't want to think, what if it don't work? Then all of a sudden I feel like I wasted my time. I wasted my energy. It's like, nah, what if it does? Start preparing your mind and your next move on what you're going to do if the thing you actually want to execute or the thing you're planning to execute actually works. You don't want to be stuck on, okay, step number 2. I didn't think I'd be this far. I thought it wasn't going to be that good. You know what I mean? I was preparing for the worst, but now I'm actually got more than what I expected for, and now I'm waiting. Now I gotta prepare and do at the same time, and I'm like, I don't want to be caught in that space. So, because I think my default setting, or how I say settings like I am a robot. I think my default emotions or my default notion of things is I'm prepared for the worst. So I don't really need to feed energy into that, because it's like it does it by itself without me really even like consciously doing it. But I don't have practice in consciously thinking of, oh, what if this may be the best relationship I have? What if this may be the best business endeavor I do? What if this may be you know what I mean? Like, what if, like, so that's why I'm like, let me just practice, fake it till I make it. Some days I'll be faking, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to lead into our topic for today.
Okay. I really don't know what our topic is. I forgot. Is it the fear one?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Overcoming fear.
Okay.
I think for me, there's a lot new and a lot of old. But a lot of it was like in surrounded by fear. Okay. So for me, like, my relationship is like, it's a new relationship. If y'all know how the old one relationship ended, then you probably be privy. But I have certain fears, certain things that I feel like I might do again, that I'm scared that I might, which is mostly fully in my control, right?
My bad said mostly.
fully. I take full responsibility. But also like there's other things that I'm like, what if you get married, right, and that person doesn't love you anymore?
Yeah.
Or, you guys have kids and then y'all just not in the same tune now, but now y'all got kids. Or what if I turn into a meth head? Yeah, I was watching a lot of soft underbelly videos a couple weeks back.
I had to stop watching those. And think about this, I love his work. But I was like, this has affected me in ways that is not healthy.
It wasn't even
for me, because I used to watch like 10 at a time.
Oh
like,
yeah, you was wild.
Yeah. because like how YouTube do.
And they just go to the
because like I'm thinking like
5, 4,
exactly
3, 2, what?
So
what's your name?
I'm not even gonna hold you. What happens is this gonna seem kind of rude to say, and I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah.
Every story doesn't pique my interest.
Yeah.
So many times than not, I have it playing in the background.
Yeah.
Until I hear something that be like, oh shoot, let me rewind this. You know what I'm saying? That's how I end up watching like 10 of them in a row because I just have it playing. So and then on top of that, I'm like, dang, I'm kind of late to the party. So I'm trying to catch up.
So you watch.
I'm watching old videos too. And it was one day where I literally spent like the whole morning until like 2:00 in the afternoon watching soft. My day was a mess that day. That day was a mess.
That was messing me up too.
I was like, I need to just relax. One a day is good, because I'm
not even one a week.
Because like with me, I'm watching it. Well, this should tell. Well, I really have no problem. I edit the podcast.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of stuff to try to kind of take. So I like how he does his. I like how in the middle of the interview he does like the slow panting of the camera. That doesn't mean everything I see I'm going to implement, but I appreciate the art of it. Yeah. And sometimes just seeing something can like make me go,
let's try it.
Maybe I can try it. I probably do it wrong, but let me. So I just remember that day I watched like 9, 10 of them. And I was like, yo, why am I down? Like, you know what I mean? Because I just been taking in people's burdens all day. Like,
Nah, it's a lot. But I mean, overall, it's just like all these different fears that I was having.
Yeah.
And then not just that, even with a podcast, like fear of being famous or being even known. I'm looking at all these people, and anytime they say something that's remotely off, it's like World War III. And me, I'll be talking off. I'll be wilding sometimes. And sometimes it's for the laughter. Sometimes I'm still trying to work a thought. And so I was like, damn, why do I have all this fear? And I know one thing about you. You kind of don't live off of fear.
No.
So I was wondering, like, how do you overcome certain fears?
You don't. You do it scared. You just be like, okay, it just is what it is.
So you do be scared?
Sometimes. I'm not scared of what you're scared of, though.
Yeah.
Like, but there's things I'm scared of, but you just do it scared. Like, I have this thing. I actually got this new saying that I've been encouraging my lady with, because she's advancing in her career. Congratulations and stuff like that. Congratulations to her. And congratulations to me, you know what I mean? But I tell her, don't put your mind where your body's not.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think she'd do well with that. Everybody's different. Some people can put their mind in other places and prepare for the next step, but some people can like go too far off in thought.
Yeah.
And I'm like, learn to cross that bridge once you get there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the path, so I can't guide you. You don't know the path. You can't guide yourself. And somehow, subconsciously, we kind of think not the best option. We kind of like prepare for the worst as people.
Yeah.
So like if something like, for example, if you had a coworker, right? Let's say you was back in the good old days where you actually worked around real people and stuff like that, and wasn't remote. And let's say you had a coworker who kind of gave you like a stink eye, and stuff like that. Like, I know how to, like, see it and not even, like, react to it, because I'm like, a look don't mean nothing to me. But some people can let their mind wander and be like, what does that mean? Did I do something to her? Do I? And that's why I tell her, don't put your mind where your body's not. If your body's here, let your mind stay where your body is. And I think with me, that's how I deal with fear. Because a lot of my fears are never, it haven't been justified or proven yet. You get what I'm saying? There's some things that, like, kind of to your point, that you could be afraid of things that you've seen in your tendencies or things that could be a possibility because it's been done.
Yeah.
But most of my fears are things that haven't even come into reality. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have a fear of being homeless. I never was homeless in my life. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, I never was homeless in my life. So I have a fear of not having what I need. There never was a time in my life that I didn't have or didn't have access to something that I needed. So that's why I'm like, let me just stay in the moment, do it scared and things like that. I don't even know if it's possible to overcome fear. Like, it's just.
Is it good? Is it good to have fear there?
Depending on what you're afraid of.
I mean, if you're doing it, regardless.
I think I see it as an emotion. I see it as, I don't know if it's.
Is it emotion?
It's something. No one wants to be scared. So, it's something that I can't control, rather. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you're saying.
I don't want to be scared, but I want to do this thing that's on the other side of fear. So, it's like.
I have to do it regardless.
Depending, though. This is where. tricky guy. This is where. Because sometimes.
That was a good one. Because
sometimes your body or your mind can give you, like, instincts to be like, you should be scared of this because it's life threatening. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
The danger is right now.
Like, the danger is like it's real.
It's not in your head.
Yeah.
You're not. Your mind and your body are not separate. The danger is right now.
Exactly.
The mind is where it needs to be.
Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes it could be. There is a. I know I hate talking sports with you, but there's this guy that plays.
I know him.
You don't. I'm not even gonna say the name, right? But no, I'm not.
Basketball?
Because I don't know.
Damn. Okay. I might not.
So, like, he got suspended for the whole year for gambling, right? Gambling on his team and stuff like that. People was upset because it was like,
oh, the NFL player.
So that's when they was So please. So that's when. So people was like, so you can hit a woman and get suspended for 6 days. 6 games, but with gambling, you can gamble and stuff like this, only this much amount, and get suspended for the whole year. That makes no sense. Yeah. But somebody, Bomani Jones, shout out to Bomani Jones. By this time, his show will be out. Go watch it on HBO. Game Theory, that's my guy, right?
Hey man, we need them dollars in Bomani Jones. Wait, my man just advertised.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'll bang with Bomani Jones, but anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, and if you know anybody at HBO, just But anyway, he said if someone's gambling on games that he plays in and gambling in NFL, you may want to look into that because that can be a problem. Because people are like, he only gambled like $1,500 or $15,000. And they was like, no. He gambled $15 million because his contract is like a $15 million contract. And if you get caught gambling and stuff like that, you're not supposed to gamble. Like, it's a flat out rule. And if you're willing to break that rule when you got $15 million, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you may have to sit down because you may actually have a problem that, like, you can't control. So that's why I only use that example because it's a common hot topic that's going on with sports of things that you can't control. No one wants to play a game that more than not you're going to lose. It's just something like it's gambling. Like that's how I view fear. You get what I'm saying? It's just I don't want to be scared of anything. I don't want to. I want to be Superman, if anything. You know what I mean? But there's some things I'm just not. There's just some things I'm afraid of. Like I'm afraid of snakes. I don't know if that's a real fear, or I don't know if that's a societal or thing to where I was groomed to be scared of snakes and things like that. So it's like I'm not going. I feel like that's not a barrier that I need to break past. You get what I'm saying? Like based off of the path I'm going in my life, I don't see snakes in the I don't see it in the trajectory of my life at the moment.
Interesting.
So it's just weird. Like some things, that's where you have to be. You kind of got to be discerning to know which fear is justified and which fear is kind of like you're too much in your head. You know what I mean? Like I think of the that old commercial with where like the power line is down and they say, wire down, red alert. Like that, sometimes fear can be like, yo, don't go down that street where there's no street lights because you will potentially lose your life. Compared to, I want to invest or I want to do something that's out of my normal everyday experiences. I want to do something new. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. Like, to me, I just be like, I'm just going to do it scared. And I deal with the consequences or the benefits of it at the end of it. I'm just really just going ignorant and like I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I would say I enjoy it. I enjoy fear.
How so?
I think it keeps me on my toes. I think I said this numerous times. I'm a very arrogant person.
Okay.
If I don't have that fear, I don't think about all the other potential things that could go wrong. I'm going to be like, it's going to go right. Yeah, I'll just keep doing what I need to do. It's going to go right. Versus like, oh, this could go wrong this way. Maybe I should work on this before I get to that point. Or like, for example, like, I can't give an example. I mean, maybe even for my relationship, right? If I'm scared of being a meth head, I'm just not going to take Oxycontin. Anytime they give me any drug painkiller thing, I might take it while I'm in the hospispittal. But I'm not taking it home with me.
You might end up a meth head in the hospital. I don't know.
I mean, if they don't give it to me, I'm going to just go through withdrawal for a day.
You're really scared of becoming a meth head?
Bro, I don't know how these people with wives and 3 kids become meth heads.
Do you have an addictive personality?
A little bit.
You don't even have meth head people in your family.
Most of those people did. That's what I'm saying. I'm watching South Underbelly. This man's homeless, missing teeth. Talk about, I used to have a normal life one day. I had a wife, I had a kid, had a good paying job. But then I got addicted to Oxycontin. I couldn't get the Oxycontin. So now I went down, got heroin. And things just went one day. And then now he's crying. He's talking about, I'm like, how did this regular guy become him? That's not going to be me.
I'm going to sit here with this shoulder pain, right?
I'm going to go to physical therapy. I'm going to watch YouTube videos. I'm just not going to take no. I'm going to do Motrin.
Basically.
Advil.
Tylenol. Basically a Tylenol.
But I'm not doing Oxycontin. But that's besides the point. I think for me, fear is one of those things that have you cross all your I's and dot all your T's. Well, dot all your I's and cross all your T's. It's one of those things that just have you double check. Like, is this okay? I think where it becomes bad is what you was talking about. When you can't push past it and you don't overcome it. I think for me, it's kind of weird because I actually enjoy that nervous feeling, like not knowing how to do something, being bad at something. Or
here's the thing, one of my goals. I actually stole this from Jordan Peterson. I want to be able to give a speech without no notes. Like I want to be able to talk. He said that's why he don't write notes. Now, granted, he's been speaking for years. Yeah, but he said he loved the tightrope experience because, for one, it makes him think of what he got to say. Yeah. Which makes his words more meaningful. Yeah. Because there's no notes that will guide him. And then on top of that, notes kind of takes away from you reading the room, reading people's expression.
Yeah.
Being able to go the other way. Like if someone's not interested in what you're talking about, you can't really maneuver because you're not looking at how people are receiving what you're saying. You're looking at your notes. So that's one thing I want to be able to do, but I want to be able to, I don't know about as nervous as you say, but I do want that tightrope experience. I want to be able to, like, always be conscious of the moment and be in that moment to know that, okay, this is a tightrope. Not so much that it's like when I see those people on a circus or whatever doing a tightrope, and I'm guessing, I never talked to a tightrope person. I don't think they think, I think they respect the fact that they can fall and that they can hurt themselves.
Yeah.
But I think they respect the rope and they respect the danger of it.
Yeah.
That it doesn't stop them from going from one end to the other end.
Yeah.
And things like that. They don't play around with it. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like owning a gun. You get what I'm saying? When you got a gun and you have a gun strictly for protection of your house, you just don't take your gun and just leave it on. You just leave it on the, like, I come and visit your house and I go in your bathroom. You just got it in the bathroom. Because you understand the power of the gun and how that somebody can hurt themselves. I think I'm more on your wave of, like, I want the fear just to keep, like, I think
respect.
Yeah, just to keep that respect, objective respect. Like, okay, you should feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Because you're about to do something that probably matters to you a lot.
Yeah. Matters
to someone else a lot. Like, I think the only time that I probably would be scared, like, people joke around with me and they say, "Oh, Chris, you're gonna cry at your wedding." I said, I don't cry at happy things. I never experienced tears of joy in my life. Never had tears of joy.
Jeez, man.
I had tears of laughter, tears of sorrow, pain, but I never been so happy that I just started crying. Never. I'm like a laughing, cheesing guy. The only time I'll probably be scared is probably like when the day that I like choose to like propose. Like, that's probably be the day that I like really be scared. Because like the gravity of that decision is kind of like, I kind of respect marriage a lot because
more so than the marriage day, the proposal day.
The marriage day, I'm not gonna. The marriage day, you kind of build up to it. You kind of know what's gonna happen. You've been in rehearsals. If you have that, you're paying for it. So I'm not gonna be scared of my own event. I don't see me being scared at my wedding more than the actual, like, I'm getting on one knee. Most of the time, I always see it done in public. So I gotta get past the public. I gotta get past the people looking at me, and then I'm humbling myself to ask this person to, like, be with me and stuff like that, and to, of course, never ask a question you don't know the answer to, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you should. I'm just giving y'all a little tip right there. You know what I'm saying?
So she's like, I lied. I lied. Get up. No.
No.
Like, damn. You say you want to get married.
No. And then if she do that, leave her. You know what I'm saying? Or leave him. Like,
don't buy her a car like that one guy.
Exactly. That's wild.
That's wild.
So that's why I'm like, that'd probably be the day where I'll probably be so scared it moved me to tears. Because it's like, I'm really about to change my life.
Don't walk up to her with tears.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I might be so scared that I don't do it the day that I plan to do it. I'll probably like push it off like for like another week or so. Cause I'm like, Dad, this is real serious. Like, this is marriage. The second thing I'll probably cry is probably my baby. Cause I'm like, Dad.
That's different too.
I'm like, Dad, I brought in a life.
I'm gonna try to wait till my second child.
You'll wait till your second child what?
To cry.
You ain't gonna cry at your first child?
No, because they already first. They already gonna have a whole bunch of other firsts. They give the second child something.
I don't understand the logic.
Because if I have 3 kids, unless the second child, I don't think the second child gonna be the last. But if I have 3 kids,
okay,
the second child usually is like
the black sheep.
Yeah, or if I have 4 kids,
but it depends. If you have 3 kids, and let's say that middle child is
a different sex than the other
exactly, then that child will
two?
become
You're
special.
right.
And
That's yeah.
exactly, so it becomes special in its own right. So
right.
be careful, not crying for the first way. Like, oh, I ain't mean
I'm
it.
gonna cry for all. I'm gonna cry for all.
I ain't crying for the last one.
Huh? The baby?
Yeah, I'm not crying for the last
The
one.
miracle child?
Why is she Why is she a miracle child? What happened?
Oh, no. Y'all about to took a break.
No, like, she ain't a miracle child.
You might start using protection.
Did something happen in the middle that like I need to know?
Saying,
like, is this my rainbow child? I don't know.
No, you like, you know why I want another child, or maybe y'all just
no, like
just a little sloppy that night.
I think like I don't know. I hope I'm there for all my kids' birth. I really do. I don't think my father was there for my birth. I think he was working. So I hope I'm not working.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping for one. I hope I'm a good partner in the labor part, because I'm very.
Do you think all that hope comes from fear?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably, because I'm like
a small smidge.
Because I know how I can be.
Yeah.
Especially if like this gonna sound hella bad, but like I want the doctors to save my wife. You get what I'm saying? Like
I think we're gonna do like a home birth.
I'm not doing that. I'm scary. I'm scary as hell. And I don't know if my wife would want to do that.
Yeah, I think my wife.
Because I'll be like, because that's pain. Like that's pain. And what if like y'all say yes and then she feel the pain and she like take me to the hospital? Then it's like, yo, you stuck.
Is she?
Yes, you just can't go to the hospital right when you're there.
That's true.
They be hanging out. That's kind of wild, ain't it? No, but like I know how I get. So it's like I'm like, yo, because people be putting stuff in my head. So like I be reading articles about how like black pregnant women.
No, that's real though.
And I'm like, yo,
that's real.
And I'm like,
that's not fake.
Stop playing with my wife. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, that's scary for me.
That's not
I'm like,
cool
she said she feel pain.
Yeah, no, you fix that.
Yeah,
what's going on? We got it under control. No. Nah, you know what? I'm bringing my mother. I'm bringing all the doctors in my family to that room.
Yeah,
like,
so that's why I'm like, I know how I can be when like I'm very confrontational.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like someone I care about, life at that my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm reading all these articles about how like black women are not like respected when they're giving birth or things like that.
Yeah.
I'm scared as hell. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be ready. That's why I hope I'm a good partner. I might be in a waiting room with because you like supposed to keep them calm and keep them good.
Yeah.
I'm riling the whole room up because I'm just like, yo, like you playing with me. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully, I don't know. That's probably the three things I'm scared of. Like I probably will feel fear. Like when it comes to proposing and probably kids. I'm not gonna be married. I'm not gonna be scared on my wedding day. I think that's kind of like I ain't gonna hold you. I feel some type of way whenever I see like the best man got to hold the groom up because he about to fall out for crying.
But I don't think that's fair though.
I'll be like, man,
joy,
happiness. Tee up, man. Tighten up, man. Why are you crying like this?
He loves her, man.
I loved her before she walked down that aisle.
Yeah, but he loves her more.
I'm about to say, I loved her before I saw her in the dress. I loved her so much I asked her to marry me. You know what I'm saying?
He loved her to the point where he's on his knees crying, sobbing.
If you
can't even look.
If you crying and you can't look at your wife, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll stand up there looking at you. Wild,
I'm gonna wipe my tears on your tie, nigga. I'm gonna turn around and just do one of those on your face, on your chest.
I'm not having y'all stand up there, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not having y'all stand up there. I can't.
My girl actually likes that idea.
Ooh, look at that.
She says it's not a possibility because people feel some type of way. But
oh, come on.
She got sisters.
Oh, dad, that's wild.
And then she got sisters. She got a best friend that's like a sister.
That's wild too.
Yeah.
Cause I got a best friend that's like a brother, but I told y'all.
Hey, I don't have to come.
But
I can sit down. Don't worry about me. don't even think about it.
Because I feel like for like the pictures, I feel like it looks way better. I can't control what
other people.
I can't control what you're looking at.
And every time they say, "Okay, friends of the groom, come up," and then we just come up.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody come up. I should have y'all matching or something. But like no, like when I say my vows, I just want me, my girl, and a representation of God's law, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want no little kid up there with the pillow, flipping the pillow and stuff like that.
Want no kids. I'm like, we got a kid for a reason. Why is the kid walking down with his mom?
Because he don't want to walk down. He's nervous.
Man, I don't want neither. Let me get a grown woman to do it or a grown man to do it. Like,
you can't kick little GR as...
I'm going to get me at least a 13-year-old.
a 13-year-old play actor that's going to come?
I get me a 13-year-old to hold it, and then he can sit down. You only got to stand up here. You're going to be looking around while my wife is coming. Nah. Bring the ring, sit down.
He gonna flip the pillow and all that stuff, and then his legs tired, so the whole time he's stretching his leg out and stuff like that.
Nah. He doing one of these.
He over there moaning and stuff like that. You over here trying to say your vows, and he ready to go. He talk about I have to go to the bathroom, and you just like, Now I don't know, but I don't know. Fear is just something I can't control. It's one of the things I'm trying to learn not to think about it.
Why not?
Because it's like it comes when it comes. I can't fake being scared or something.
Yeah, but you said not thinking about it. Oh, you said thinking about it when it's not happening.
Yeah, if it's not happening, then it's like it's not on my mind. There's some people that think I'm scared of certain things that I'm just not. I just respect. Like I respect certain things to where like I'm not really fearful of this, but I'm not gonna do that because the risk.
It's too high.
It's too high for me.
What I want.
For me. For you, of course you don't fear that because the risk is not as high.
And it doesn't do anything for you.
Exactly. So you can take that loss and it's just a loss.
Yeah.
For me, it can change my whole living situation. Yeah. Or it can change the way I move or able to move.
So that's with anything though, right? Like
in some ways,
people like to skydive 100 times a year. For me, I don't get that much joy from jumping off out of planes.
So you probably would never skydive?
I'll do it once or twice, but the chances of me dying off of those 2 times.
Why twice though instead of once?
Why not? I mean, me dying off of those 2 times is very low. Me dying out 1,000 jumps, all I need is 1 death.
But it's still low.
All I need is 1,000 times.
Because the skydiver that's like teaching, he ain't dead and he do 1,000 jumps.
But they ain't the ones that die.
Okay,
they're the ones that die.
Tom Cruise still alive.
All right.
And he done thousands of jumps. He said.
All right.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do remember the last movie.
I'm still alive too.
I do remember the movie he did with the Mission Impossible joint, and because he do all his stunts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was supposed to jump from one building to the other building, and when he jumped, he rolled his ankle, and he had an ankle injury. I'd be like, that be the one thing to take you out, an ankle injury. You've been jumping out of planes, able to land, but you can't jump from a building to another building. Well, we shouldn't be doing that anyway. I don't know. I'm not. Now, here's the thing about fear. Because we kind of went on a tangent, but it's good, though, because we about to end this. But I have no problem with those fears, meaning... let me take that back. I have no desire to overcome those fears.
Okay, I see.
So if I'm scared, which I'm not, I just don't want to. They say, hey, you should go touch the head of the cobra. Get over your fear of snakes. I'm like, it's not.
It's not doing nothing.
Exactly.
Now, I'm gonna touch it, and I'm still
exactly like
go on with my life.
And then I'm not gonna go around touching random cobra heads. Anyway. So I had no desire to get over, random fears for no reason. There's a video of this lady bungee jumping and the bungee cord broke.
Yep. And
things like that. Do I have a fear of bungee jumping? Yeah, sure. More, not so much of bungee jumping, but death. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I'm like, I
don't want to die.
I don't want to smack the rocks on like the bottom of this bridge. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Chris, get over that. Why? Like, there's it just doesn't serve anything. The only thing that I need to get over that is a fear is swimming, for sure. Because I feel like there's gonna be a time that I feel like essential to living, I might need to know how to swim.
That's a fact.
Especially if, based on our previous example, if a kid is drowning and I need to jump in the pool or ocean, Hopefully, lifeguard is there because I'm gonna yell help. I'm gonna yell help at least 10 times
Go
before.
say, help! Somebody help!
Exactly.
Kid dead.
Okay, damn. Right, but
His body flowing towards you now.
okay, then I
Pull him out.
I am CPR certified. I should do CPR on them. So it should look like I saved them. But I feel like that I need to overcome that. It's not even that. The reason why I feel like my fear of water increased ever since my girl been teaching me how to swim.
Is she still teaching?
No, I fired her twice.
Wait, so it increased?
It increased because she told me to do something.
You fired her twice?
She told me to do something, I do it, and then I go to the bottom of the pool, and I'm just like for example, floating. She said floating is easy. She said you gotta trust the water, just lean back.
I feel like it's easy for certain people, but for other people,
she like just lean back and trust the water.
Yeah.
I trust the, and then when I drown to the bottom, you don't trust the water. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I lean back.
I understand.
Like I lean back, I put my feet up, and
then I just sink
to the bottom, and I'm like,
first my feet and then my body. I don't understand how people do it.
So that's why I'm like, you're fired because you're just increasing my fear of water. I wasn't this scared of water.
Oh, wow, really?
Like it just like now it's kind of like I know I'm probably gonna have to go through someone we know taught themselves how to swim, right?
Oh, okay.
And she said that she just had to get used to. She said back before she taught herself how to swim, she just used to get like a bowl of water and just put her face in the water because she just had to get used to her face being submerged with water. That's probably what I'm probably gonna have to do.
Really, that's good.
After these lessons, because it's like, cause I have no fear when I'm standing in the pool.
Yeah.
Because I'm 6'1". You know what I'm saying? But let's say like when I'm swimming and I go underwater and stuff like that, I may have to overcome that thanks to my girl lessons of teaching me how to swim. Cause she's like, you have your hand like this, and then she said no, like. They say go like this and you gotta smack the water and then you gotta go like this. I'm just like, your feet not pointing, so you smacking the water with your feet, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't think you remember being taught how to swim. I think you just remember always knowing how to swim. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to teach how to. And she swear I'm wrong, but yet I don't know how to swim. So I feel like I'm right. So I'm just gonna pay the money for a professional person to teach me how to swim. Because I'm sure they dealt with somebody who is more scared of the water than me. I'm not so scared of water to where I get in the water, I go under the water, then I'm just like splashing everywhere. Yeah. I'm like the type to where if I drown to the bottom, I just stand up and just be like, I'm done. Like I'm cool. I'm not gonna panic and just like frantically do that. I'll just be like, it's cool. Like it's not fun having water all up your nose and stuff like that.
You're in the 6 feet part though.
You said what?
Well, what part of the water are you in?
I'm in the 6 feet.
Oh,
no.
Like you just gonna stand there? Like, you know what? I give up. I'm not going to even try. I'm not going to try to survive.
No.
Okay.
Like I'm
thinking you in the bottom of the pool. Like,
no.
Is that pool okay?
So, but the thing about it is, what I do is, it's times where I am on the deep end. Mm. If I'm on the bottom, I learn not to panic.
Yeah.
So I just grab the ladder and climb out. That's usually what I do if I'm caught like in 8 feet or something like that water. I just walk or get to the ladder. I'm usually not far away from the thing, whatever. And then I just climb out, and then I'm like, I'm done with the pool. That's why I'm like, I feel like I want to enjoy places that she want to go to.
Yeah.
Because
you don't.
I'm not going to get on a jet ski.
But they give you a life jacket.
I don't trust it. If you don't trust the water, I'm not going to trust the life jacket.
Oh, yeah, you really scared.
So that's why I'm like, what if I slip through the life jacket? And then that's when you just see the life jacket floating in the water.
They strap me around.
Exactly.
It's scary at first until you do it.
Until like the life jacket actually works and stuff like that. So that's why
like, oh snap! I'm really. At first, you thinking you about to drown, because you like, oh nah, this ain't right. But then you just stay up there and you just afloat.
So you tell it, but I'm in the ocean though. So that's why I'm like, I need to know how to swim. Before I saw a video in it about somebody was having a party on a boat and she was drunk.
Yeah. And
she fell off the boat. And I'm like, what if she was to drown? What if nobody saw her?
Did anybody see it?
Yeah, they saw her because there was a video of it. But she falls off the boat. And like, I'm like, what if she could have died. So that's why I'm like, before I do anything with water, I'm going to know how to swim.
Yeah, my girl's supposed to be teaching me how to swim.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't do it, bro.
That's
hold
fair.
on. Is she a teacher? Is she a certified teacher in swimming?
No.
Don't do it.
She's a yoga teacher.
My girl was a lifeguard at one point.
Oh.
On top of that, she was a...
Well, that means she could save you if you drowning.
I don't know if I don't...
Y'all don't trust
I
my
don't trust. I'll just say, my girl was a lifeguard. It was like number one on her swimming team.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know how to swim. I feel like you teaching me how to swim competitively, like to swim fast.
Is
she
good at swimming? Like, in your opinion?
She swim regular to me. She don't swim any. It's not special to me. I mean, no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, I ain't think she like. I don't think she's like
Michael Phelps.
She's not Michelle Phelps. So like, she's just somebody that know how to do front stroke, back strokes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like at first, I thought you knew how to swim, but you kind of tricky. You know how?
I know how to. I do know how to swim. I just can't.
You know how to make it look like you know how to swim.
No, I can swim.
Can you?
But I can't do one of those. I can't float.
Can you? What is that thing where they just stay in the water?
Doggy paddle?
No.
Tread water?
Tread water. Can you tread water?
I can't do that.
Yes, I don't think you know how to swim.
I can swim.
Because I feel like if you're in the ocean, you just go swim in a circle until somebody gets you.
No, I'm going to give up. I'm going to do what I thought you was talking about.
Oh.
I'm not going to fight. Like, I'm going to drink the water. I'm going to try to die. I ain't going to prolong this.
Nah.
So tire myself out and then die? Nah.
So that's why I'm like, even though like I'm probably really afraid of that, the risk and reward, the reward of knowing how to swim is like riding a bike. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I should get over it. But after I get a teacher to undo all the damage that my lady did, then I'll be free. I'm still gonna wear a life jacket though, even though I know how to swim.
Okay.
But anything else about fear? Overcoming fear. I feel like I have no desire to overcome certain fears. Like, you're scared of bears. Yes. I'm scared of tigers. Yes.
Yeah, I respect it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like.
I think, to your point, there's a equation. It's like, what do you get out of it versus how much risk? Yeah. And that determines if you want to overcome it or not.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not afraid to be famous because if I get paid, or if it opens opportunities.
Sometimes it closes opportunities.
That's fine too.
Without you getting paid.
That's the risk I take. That's not the risk I take. I sure remember. I'm a fan of Kevin on stage. Yeah. He said he had kind of the same fear you have of being canceled, and his wife had to check him. She said, "You don't even be doing nothing to be getting canceled.
Yeah, you don't be doing nothing.
Like as in like you're not those peers that you see that was your peers that got canceled. You don't talk like them. You don't move like them. You don't even like."
Peers.
I ain't gonna say no names on camera, but like, like people that been canceled that you didn't know that probably like they was friends or something behind the scenes and things like that.
Can I say it there?
I think you gonna say the wrong name, but you can say the name.
Doughboy?
No.
Oh.
No. Like, but just like people that you may know, like, oh my goodness, this person, like, what is a good example? It's kind of hard to think of one, but you know how some people be like, oh, now look. Our freedom of speech is being attacked because I can't say this because I can't say the F word and things like that to like describe gay people. Like my freedom of speech is being attacked. Yo, bro, you never said the F word. Like that wasn't even your lingo. Yeah. But it's just the principle. So it's like you're concerning yourself over something that really doesn't pertain to you. Yeah. And I think that's what he was doing. That he was saying that he was doing before. He was like, I don't even make that type of content. Yeah. I make content for like church old people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. More than like getting canceled based off of an opinion. I don't really give my opinion on things like that. So.
But that's probably why, because he's scared.
Maybe.
and maybe that's a good thing.
And maybe that's why he is who he is. Maybe
that's a good thing.
Anything else, man?
Nah, man. That's about it, man.
Man, if y'all learn anything from this episode, if you're gonna swim, get a swimming instructor.
Or you could call my girl. Well, let me go through one of her classes first.
I'm about to say
before I advertise that.
Have you went through one of her yoga classes?
She's pretty good at teaching yoga. Yeah.
Compared to other yoga teachers you've been to?
I mean, she's more hands-on, so.
I don't know what that means. Like
not in the way you was thinking.
Okay. I'm just like, what do you
I'm just saying we're closer, so she's able to be like, okay, move your head like this. Versus I wouldn't want no random person putting their fingers on my face, but she can't.
Oh, okay.
Or she could be like,
I don't want people touching my face.
yeah, I don't like that.
No,
either.
I mean like even.
Oh, even your girl. She don't press your face sometimes.
Randomly.
Well, when she's like, oh baby.
I don't like that.
Oh wow.
I don't like that.
Cause I had my beard, my girl used to do that.
You
like,
have
look at your beard.
You had a beard?
Yeah, I shaved. You can't tell. It's pretty close.
I'm gonna shave my beard before the summer comes.
I'll never shave it again. Okay, I'm lying. I'm probably gonna.
I'm about to say like
I'm gonna give it one more try when I turn 35.
You're never gonna grow.
No. You seen it? You saw check last episode. Yeah.
A beard is overrated. Look at my beard, dude.
You be combing it?
Yes, it looked like it hurts because it hurts. But yeah, like I don't want. I just don't want people hands on my face, like because people think they be delicate and they be soft with you and stuff like that. But like, nah, don't be touching my face. You go and hit my face and then you end up leaving a mark because I bruise easily too. like you know what I mean?
Leave a mark on your face without intentionally trying to hurt you.
It's something like for example, like one thing I hate. I hate scratches. Don't scratch me, especially if it's like a small nick.
Nah, I'm hip.
So like she could reach for me or something like that, or just play. Yeah,
playing around.
People be playing around and they scratch it, and then I'm like, yo, be careful with me. Be careful with me, man. You scratch me. You know what I mean? Relax. So that's why I'm like, when people be touching your face, you don't know what might happen. They may poke you in the eye, and I'm like, yeah, nah. Just, do you know how you stay away from that?
What's up?
Don't touch my face. That's
fair.
That's how we stay away with the danger.
That's fair.
Don't be randomly touching my face.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
I'm just like sanitary.
Oh,
next thing I know, I got pimples and blackheads. I'm like, I'm not 13. Why I got this? Oh, because Shorty was touching my face.
In like this random yoga class you went to.
Man, I was like, wait, she was just touching that woman's feet just a minute.
Okay, but it is what it is. Y'all be good, man. Blessings.